what has become a very, very serious problem here in the Phoenix metropolitan area, and that is the theft of copper. Unfortunately, when somebody takes, and you can see the coil that we brought as an example in front of me, the majority of that coil, by the way, is aluminum, but the inside of it is copper. When they take that coil and they steal it, for example, out of an air conditioner, what are they really getting? They're going to take it to a scrapyard and usually get around $60. $60. But then you have to ask yourself, what's the damage they did? Probably close to $6,000, because you can't just go buy a part. And who are the victims of this? Well, the victims are everybody now we know, from property owners, but most importantly, now we've got schools, we have churches, we have cities, we have counties, we have the state, and our property owners themselves are homeowners. And so nobody is immune from the copper thieves.
A few months ago, I asked my staff to establish the Attorney General's Copper Theft Task Force so that we could better understand this growing challenge. It is clear that the theft of copper and other metals is a multi-million-dollar problem, and every Arizona taxpayer is paying for it one way or another.
As Michael Pollack mentioned, and not as an aside, but directly, I want to applaud him for rising above just merely being a business victim of this theft, but to provide some leadership in this area and help coalesce the effort behind addressing it. But initially prosecutors might look at the copper theft, in this instance where someone's able to get $60 as scrap metal value, that's just a misdemeanor. For a theft charge, you have to get to $2,000 or more in the value of the item to be able to charge a felony. But here's where the educational component comes in for copper thieves, and I'm going to put you on notice. You do that in Maricopa County, I'm not going to charge you with the theft. I'm going to charge you for the criminal damage you're responsible for. So that $6,000 a unit you damaged, now you're looking at a felony charge of criminal damage.
We've had over $30 million worth of damage to the city of Phoenix alone. As the Attorney General Tom Horn had mentioned, no one's immune from this crime. Single-family residences, apartment complexes, commercial buildings, churches, schools, everyone is being affected by this.
House Bill 2395 will require that a scrapyard have an industrial license, and anyone selling scrap metal, specifically copper, to the scrapyards have an industrial license.
It raises the penalty of the criminal damage. Right now, all a copper thief can be charged with is the scrap value. That's not the real value of the damage that they inflict. It's the replacement value.
Also the other thing we're doing that we haven't mentioned yet, we've decided we're going to partner up also with Silent Witness. And there's going to be a reward. The initial reward has been funded by our company, plus Reliance Management, Harrison Properties, Turkin Properties, and it's starting out at $20,000.